Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, shit. This is the joint. Videos, infinite, intelligent, deaf, and eloquent. That shit you're talking is irrelevant. I put it down from the government. It's a cool J, nigga. Everything I do is excellent. And I got to represent Q Borough, the thorough. Shout out to Queens. What up? What up, famous? See that right here. Dog. Eat bloopers, human is the album I'ma drop. I'm the make your bitch nipples as hard as rocks. Giving head to the Glock. That's all I got. Snatching niggas, I keep slow through the block. The original visual individual, 10 times platinum, your career's looking critical. Rich from this motherfucker being a criminal. Looking at bitch eyes, a vibe is subliminal. You wanna freestyle? Fuck that. You can touch that. Everybody was underestimating my format. I dropped L-bomb, but now niggas want more of that. Dead of a lie, fucking with me. Ask the last bitch who tried to come and get me. Come on! I could talk about movies, I could talk about awards. Fuck the fantasies, yo, I got all four. And 2001 to be mine by law. They ain't some old time, cause 15 years I kept y'all standing in line. Come on! Fucking illest beast to Def Jam can find. Fuck them other niggas with their 9 and 10 hits. My hits run deep as the emotions of your bitch. With F5 stick. What? More whores on the dick. Responsible cool. I'm a rankings down niggas. I remember when I came through. Come on. EC, HDM2, C7 to 4. Y'all niggas come home. What? Now I'm bitty shit, baby. Not around E pluribus uno. Out of many, one. Go. Greatest of all time. Okay, here's why I did that. First of all, that is easily one of LL Cool J's best songs. And LL Cool J has a lot of great songs. That shit, oh my god, I had the CD. And I liked LL. LL was one of my favorite rappers. I bought the CD, and I remember I put this in back in 2001. I put the shit in. By the way, LL started that GOAT shit, because I had never even heard the term GOAT until LL did it. Now everybody uses it, but nobody gives LL credit. Ain't that some funny shit? So anyways, I get the CD, and I put this in. And I'm like, this nigga is spazzing right now. Holy fuck. And it was like some of the illest shit I'd ever heard from him. And just generally, I used to play the shit out of the song. And it's interesting, it's been 20 years since that song came out. So this shit blew my mind 20 years ago, okay? Because I had the CD, I had this joint, right? And I'm still listening to it now, and it's actually gotten better with age. Ain't that some shit? Why did I play that? Because I think you guys need to understand, man, like, again, with this hip-hop shit, there are levels to this, okay? So I get annoyed as a hip-hop fan, as like a guy who's been listening to this shit really for a long time now and is very passionate about it. I get annoyed when people put people on pedestals, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how you gonna put Griselda and Kendrick Lamar and these niggas on a pedestal? I don't get it. Like, it's almost like you guys haven't heard rap, or you're lying to me. You know that there's great shit out there, but you're trying to sell new shit because it's recency bias. It's like, well, let's just promote what's hot right now because we want to be prisoners of the moment. Like, I like a lot of new school rap in terms of, well, actually, that's not true. Most of it is trash to me. But there are people, like I've said before, that I fucking love. I love Playboi Carti. I love A$AP Rocky, Lil B, Drake, even to a certain extent, right? But am I, sitting here telling you that these niggas got bars? Of course not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, I liked them, but let's be honest here. Nobody in this generation got bars. They don't. Okay? I come from the era where niggas had bars. I know what a bar sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit that LL was spitting right now, that's like furious thought. Because that's really what a bar is. A bar is like furious thought. It's like some shit that's like aggressive, but it makes sense, and it hits the mind a certain way. Not, a bar isn't, I shoot threes like Steph Curry. That's not a bar, okay? That's boring, that's like average, that's dumb nigga shit, okay? Like a lot of these Smack DVD rappers in the past, and even to a certain degree, like your Fabulouses, your lower tier rappers, they were throwing these sports references to make it seem like they were intelligent. But in fact, that's dumb shit. That's average shit. You know what I'm saying? A good sports bar here and there is okay, but in general, that's like, that's low level shit. You know what I'm saying? A bar is some shit like E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. The GOAT, greatest of all time. First of all, you throwing in some Latin in your fucking rhymes. Again, it's not like, look at me, I'm so smart. It's just fucking dope, right? This era doesn't have niggas that really want to spit that shit, right? Because a lot of people don't want to really be original. They don't want to, challenge the status quo. That's the problem. That's the big problem. They don't. You know what I mean? Like, and you can say, yo, listen, you don't know enough about, the new scene. There's so much shit going on out here. Blah, blah. You don't dig. You know how you hear that stupid ass shit. Oh, you don't dig, blah, blah. Nigga, I dig. I got tired of digging because all the shit was mediocre. And the thing is, whenever I try to dig, it's always mediocre. I was looking up a list, right, that Nas did. He was like some, hip hop, I guess, writer. Back in the day, we used to have like a couple of things here and there, like in the 2000s and stuff. I remember he had like a blog or whatever. I just discovered that the dude was white, by the way, and he's kind of looked at stuff a little different for me now. But I was looking at his list because the 600 Breezy track that I like, Stop Playing, was on his list of like best songs of 2020. So I went through his list, and I'm like scrolling through. I'm just trying out every song that he mentions, right? And they're all trash. They're all trash. Like, trash after trash after trash after trash. It's all the same themes. Your girl's on my nuts. Like the first or second bar starts off with "I was fucking your bitch." It's the same shit, okay? Or it would be like someone like, for example, like a Larry June, who like some people talk about now, whatever. Like Larry June is that dude. Larry June is a fucking Mac Dre ripoff to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing sort of like a little bit of Mac Dre. It's very, very calculated, very obvious, right? Like there's nothing special to me about Larry June at all, right? Like I've heard it before. Pimp, slim, slick pimp shit, from the Bay. Okay. That's been done. Okay, I'm sorry. It's been done. It's boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the way he does it is not interesting. And so back to this list, I'm like, trying to check out these new tracks, right? Because again, that's the criticism that a lot of people will go, oh, you're not even listening because there's so much dope shit. And you know what's funny? The people that always say this, they never mention who the actual like really dope artists are that you're sleeping on. They never do. They're always just like some general shit, like, oh, you sleeping? Okay, who am I sleeping on? You gotta do research for yourself, homie. Like, okay, because you're scared to tell me who's actually really dope, because you know that person is probably not as dope as you say they are, and the moment you say that, I'll be like, nah, that's weak, right? And then you'll feel bad about it. Anyway, I go through this list, and shit is mediocre. Or, like I said, there's people on their own, they're doing certain styles of rap that I've seen a million times. There's no new kind of like, oh, I'm really trying to do something different, even within this subgenre of rap. And that's the problem, man. Like, there's just so much mediocrity out here. There's so much. It's unreal, right? And I come from that era where there was only really a few people doing this shit, like, in the grand scheme of things. Yes, of course, there was underground scenes in every sort of city in the country and worldwide and all that. But at the end of the day, it wasn't this oversaturated nonsense that you have with the internet now, where everybody just fucking raps. You know what I mean? Like, back then, like, there was a thing of like, nah, you go ahead and do the rapping for us, okay? You represent us, please. You know what I'm saying? You speak for Queens, you speak for Brooklyn, you speak for Toronto, or whatever, because you can fucking rap and I can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are the artist. Whereas now everyone's a fucking artist and they're all trash. Where am I going with this? LL is one of the nicest rappers ever. You know what I mean? I would say LL is definitely, I put LL in the top 20, right? I think top 20, he's, top 30, top 20. Like, he is definitely one of the greatest rappers to ever do this. His catalog speaks for itself. The skills are there. And overall, like, just his, he's always consistently, dropped a lot of great shit. I mean, this is a guy who came out in like the early 80s. And up until, I would argue, like the mid 2000s was dropping heat. Yeah, like, he wasn't necessarily dropping like Illmatic, but he would drop like a dope track every year or two or whatever, and stayed alive and relevant for that long, which is fucking impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. This guy came out, like, it was in the era of, like, I want to say, like, Run DMC in them, right? And had a way longer career than them. So LL is a guy, man. You got to respect LL for what it is, So anyways, this has been a short little video, I guess, just talking about LL and bigging him up. But, it's important to big these guys up, man, because they really did drop like some amazing shit. And I'm sorry, I'm just not impressed with niggas that, when you guys tell me that so-and-so new rapper got bars, I just laugh because I cannot hear the bars. There's 0 bars. You know what I mean? Like, I know where these guys are coming from. They want to be liked. They want to be, they want to have followers. They want to just be in the pocket with everyone else. They don't want to be original. They don't really, and most of them don't even listen to rap like that. They rap because rap is popular. It's popular music. It's fad shit, right? They're fad chasers. But in terms of like really spitting that like, like when you hear that intro from LL, like, you know what I mean? For 15 years, I kept y'all standing in line, right? Like, the passion is just next level. And without passion, man, what's the point? You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to speak a little bit more about some other shit, but I just wanted to, talk about LL real quick, all right?